Hey there YouTube, ZC Solar here, and today I'm going to be, I guess, explaining to you, talking to you about something to look for on eBay if you are a seller. And what it's Nigerian scammers. You have to be really careful about them. This is probably going to be about a two-part video, about 5 minutes apiece, to explain this all to you. And what it is they're from Nigeria, and they will scam you very easily if you're not careful. So I'm just going to start out by telling you how this happens, and it happened to me. I've had it happen, so there's really some stuff to look out for. What happened to me was I was selling my MacBook Air to buy a MacBook Pro, and it had been on eBay for about 4 days, 5 days almost, and I had a buy it now price and a bid. The bid was up to about 400 and the buy it now was 1,000. I checked it about 8:30 on a Sunday night and it hadn't been bought, and then checked about 9 and it had been bought. It's really not something I expected to happen. I wasn't expecting for somebody to actually buy it within 4 days of it being up, but it happened. And so I thought, I was like, okay, great, but what it was is he had actually sent a question about the MacBook and then clicked buy it now. He hadn't actually bought it yet, which I thought was a little odd because the question, he was wanting to know about the condition of it, and I thought that was kind of odd because I explained everything in the description of the item, and so that was really just odd overall, because you would think somebody could read the description of the item, but I sent him back a message talking about the condition of it, and he said, okay, I'll buy it. And I did not plan on shipping out of country. I hadn't planned on it, but he fed us a whole story of he was from Texas. He gave us a Texas address and everything. He said, I'm from Texas. I'm in Belize on a federal project, and I'm buying the computer for my daughter who is in Nigeria on some project of some kind. And he said he'd throw in an extra $100 to have it shipped there. So, we're like, alright, we'll ship it to Nigeria. And something else that's really suspicious and you don't want to do. We made the mistake because we didn't quite know about it, but they will ask for a tracking number before the money gets to you. It will be a whole PayPal deal saying that they need the tracking number before they can give you the money. They have the money, but they have it on hold. And that is never, ever, ever something that PayPal will do. PayPal will not do that at all, ever. And we didn't know that, so we shipped it out within like 2 days. Okay, and we'd check the email daily, and there would be no money, no money, no money, no money. And it was a week after it got shipped out, eBay sent us a message. This was a week late. They sent us a message saying that he might have been a fraudulent buyer. And that was not a good day. It said he may have been a fraudulent buyer, and I thought something was odd when he only created an account the day that he bought the computer, but it didn't seem too out of the ordinary because, it could have been a first-time eBay buyer. So I didn't think much of it until we got that email, and what it was, and it told us to contact the carrier, and whoever you shipped it through. So we called our local post office, and they called another post office, and they told us it's like, we know who this is. He's been doing this for a long time, and it was something I don't remember quite. They knew who he was, and they knew what he did. And what he did was he would scam people out of their products on eBay just like he did me. And then he would turn around and sell them and give that money to Al-Qaeda. So he was a terrorist, basically. It's basically he would fund Al Qaeda and terrorists. So that was just, yeah, that wasn't very good. And eventually, they figured out where it was. It hadn't quite left the country, supposedly hadn't left the country, which was kind of odd because like 3 days after we shipped it out, we got an email from a ship. Like I think we shipped it. We just shipped it the United States Postal Service, and we got an email saying that it left the country from San Francisco, which was a little odd that it would leave from San Francisco because Nigeria is the complete other direction from San Francisco. And they told us that it was at JFK, and they could maybe stop it, but if the computer transaction had already went through, they could not stop it from going out. And so, and we paid $100 to have it shipped there. And needless to say, it didn't get stopped. We never got any money, just basically gave away a $1,000 computer. And there's just, what you have to look for is where any of the emails are coming from. That's something you really have to look for. And I'm running up on 6 minutes, so I'm going to explain that in the next video, which will be coming out very soon. So I guess I'll talk to you guys then.